Hi guys, and welcome to our Argentinian vlog. We're spending 1 week here, so I'm gonna show you around the more non-touristy kind of stuff. This is the way we like to go around in different cities. Also, this is the view from our balcony. You can see all the small details and the way people live here, and that's why I love it so much. The way we like to go around in big cities like this is by renting bikes. Usually there's these stands around. I saw some of them yesterday, so we're gonna take that probably, and let's get going. We started by just walking around our neighborhood and admiring all the colorful buildings. Buenos Aires is definitely one of the most colorful cities I've ever been in. We quickly found our way to the bicycle station. It's really easy, you just need to download the app and scan the QR code on any given bike that you want to unlock. But for some reason I had this problem. A bike was never unlocked and I could not get one. So we ended up just walking around town for the first day, exploring a few colorful neighborhoods. I used this vintage lens to make these photos. And of course we met some cute little furry friends. This little guy was so much fun, and at this point we had been walking for quite a long time, so we decided to sit down at this cute Argentinian cafe. Since my bike reservation did not work, I don't know why, I couldn't stop my previous session, which didn't really unlock any bike. But anyways, we need to be walking everywhere now. We just decided to sit down and rest in this cute cafe, since it is the only one that's open on Christmas Day. I love the experience because it looked like an old school family-owned business. We got some coffee and Svetoslav got this huge tub of ice, and after our quick little power-up we continued on to the next colorful neighborhood, which is actually one of the most touristy places in Buenos Aires, as it turns out. We came to the second colorful neighborhood, and on our way here I noticed so many broken cars, like crashed or just missing parts overall, that are left on the street, which I have no idea why they do this here, so if you know, let me know. And now we're gonna explore this colorful neighborhood. It used to be the place where the poorest people lived. They gathered old parts from ships and took some of the paints that were left from the harbor. That's why it's so colorful and such a significant historic landmark for Buenos Aires. I'm drinking local beer, and this is definitely my most favorite neighborhood I've ever been in, since it's so colorful, there's so many things to see, great place for pictures as well. So I'm gonna put the name here because I'm not really sure how it's called. And from here I think we're gonna head on home since we are quite tired, and see you on the next day. Day 2, and we did manage to unlock some of the bikes, so we're gonna be riding around town. We need to do a big photo shoot. We have 7 sunglasses, so I'm gonna be changing looks, like my hair, my makeup, my clothes. I need to find places to change whilst we shoot the 7 different sunglasses because they cannot be shot in the same way. So I'm gonna take you along for today's adventure. We headed to San Telmo, which is one of the most popular neighborhoods around here, since it has cute artisanal cafes and old buildings. We did do our first shoot, and this is the second dress that I'm gonna wear, so let's go. Around the same place we also found San Telmo Closed Market, which is basically an establishment that hosts different restaurants and shops that offer handcrafted goods. Everything from bags to dolce de leche, antique shops, and so much more. We did photo shoot number 2 on the street, and I changed into this dress. Now I change into my third outfit. I'm gonna do shots of Svetoslav as well because he needs to shoot, and I think we're gonna go to the colorful neighborhood afterwards because that would be a great background for some of the shots. This is the next outfit. I think I'm gonna do my hair up just to change up the look a little bit. So we grabbed our bikes and our positive attitudes, and we were headed to La Boca. Going around with bikes is so refreshing, and you get to see so much more of the city that you're exploring. It feels very refreshing, you're getting your exercise in. An overall 10 out of 10 for me. We shot almost all the sunglasses today. There's only 1 pair left, and we're gonna shoot it tomorrow. But Svetoslav is resting at home. I still have a lot of energy, so I'm gonna go around the city exploring and maybe doing some videos as well. But it's super nice, guys. Buenos Aires is amazing. I ended up just walking to the port, not doing any videos at all. It's our day 3 here in Buenos Aires, and we came to this modern art museum. that I find really fascinating, but he really dislikes. Я обясня.
Нашето. Ами, намираме се в музея на модерното изкуство, което представлява няколко плаката залепени на стената, изрезки от вестници, шарени токчета. Виж, покажи на хората. И нашето енигма, която никой не знае това, но хора посещават. Затова 20 евро. 20 евро. И снимките да ги гледаме, където не мога да ги видим в интернет, нали? Тя страницата е за секретера. И, както виждате, абюснат животно. Кажи как това е много от мен. Ето тази е въпросната жена, която заради нея сме тук и сме платили толкова пари. Виждате, погледнете, тя даже е следваща. И прави секс с животно.
To be honest, one of the main reasons that we entered this museum was because of the AC. It was 40 degrees outside and it was just not bearable. So it's the next day. Today we're going to this flea market, which is right over there. And then we're going to see traditional Argentinian dancing. We have two friends here. They're Tango dancers and they're studying in the Academy of National Arts. So they're gonna take us to see the show, and we're in the city center. It's really nice, so I'm gonna take you along for all of that. I grew up thrifting. When I was a child, I only had like €2 to buy my own clothes. So a flea market like this hits right at home. They make it every Sunday and they close down so many streets so that the vendors can show all their handcrafted goods, ranging from antiques that you can only find there, all the way up to funny postcards that I would gladly send to my friends. And of course, a quick little juice stop at the end of each street.
Значи, виждате този носител, тази информация. Джими Хендрикс, 12 000 US dollars с опаковката.
Wow.
Както виждате, последния му албум, преди да умре от свръхдоза.
We had our friends teach us how to prepare yerba mate the correct way. Argentinians drink it all the time. It's a hot beverage that actually cools you down and gives you a little bit of a boost. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. It was not my favorite, but I think it's an acquired taste, meaning the more you drink it, the more you're gonna start liking it. We wandered a bit more throughout the flea market, and from there we headed to a secret milonga party that our friends knew about, where I tried traditional Argentinian cocktail Fernet with Coca-Cola. A very bitter combination, which is quite bitter and refreshing, but it was not my favorite, so I'd probably never order it again. I've only ever danced tango with Svetoslav and maybe 1-2 other guys, so I wouldn't call myself a dancer, but I got invited so many times that night that I accepted and had a great time. On the next day, we went to the Chinese neighborhood in Buenos Aires, which was filled with so many shops. I got some Korean cosmetics, and of course, whilst I was there, I got some boba tea. I always go with the classic flavor and tapioca pearls. So today I'm going to this old theater that is currently a library, and I'm solo traveling today since Svetoslav's feeling a little bit sick, but I'm very excited. I have a good plan for the day and I can walk as much as I want. Definitely a place that you have to check out if you're going to Buenos Aires. And with this little clip we end the vlog. It was a great time. Thanks for watching.